Let's get started.
Okay. Hello, we are number 3 group. We would like to talk southwest 98th Street between 26th southwest and 8th Street. First of all, before I have located this landscape, I had made 4 points to make sure with the viewpoint of weather and poverty. First is public security. Second is environment on the street. Third is shops and restaurant, and last one is housing area. Okay. Let me watching these three pictures. It shows 2 banks in the shopping area. It shows us it shows that here is an equate poverty area. Okay. Next one.
Those two photos are from the beginning and the middle of 98th Street. We can say that a big difference between the two photos. They are running on the both sides. From this stone, we can say that the rain has been for a long time. Nothing to the second crossroads, but their land has have been cleaned. This shows people living here should not be poor. Yeah. This is a classy building. Most 2 cars can be parked. This garden was cleaned, but it cost a little money. The second garden is very clean and tidy, but this house looks like apartment. The landlord regularly spends money to send someone to clean up. Yeah. We can say those approximate location from the map. This should be 2 very wealthy families. Their house surrounded by the guardrail. There's a lot of poverty repeats. The White House looks very new. It should have been built a few years ago. We can see the light and the pike. I guess they are repairing the roof. Yeah.
Please look at the picture. In this picture, we can find several kinds of shops. For example, beer store, Drunky Two Shoes BBQ White Center, car repair shop, and so on. Also, we can find artistic paint that looks like Southeast Asia on the supermarket's wall. On the other side, we can find 3 shops. There is there Vietnam restaurant, gym, and chicken food restaurant. This is some of artistic chicken paint on the wall of chicken food restaurant too. Next to this shop, there is Mexican cart. Now we can imagine this place is really diversity place and people in there are from many countries. It is similar to my town Kent. My town Kent is typical middle income place and diversity place, but measure of differences between here and my town affect from people to landscape. In my case, I felt thoughts of street style in places that have a lot of artistic paint by citizens. If you go a little bit further, landscape change a little bit. We can get housing district. There are many one-story houses and mobile homes in there. In this space, we can find other new two-story houses district for young people over the park. Actually, price of houses are around $450,000 according to website. Overall, this part of street is really international and it looks like between middle income and poor place.
So, hi, I'm Andrew and my party is from 11th to 9th Avenue Southwest. Before I announce my presentation, I have something to say. I can't use the camera because I am at Uncle House, so my Uncle House doesn't work to turn the camera. I'm sorry about that. So, 11th Street Avenue Southwest is close to the park. It is good to live nearby in the nature park, but there is more damage from the park. For example, they can make a fire near the park like a campfire. That's why most of the wildness is like that. Even if house is there, the house is old like that. If you look closely, the walls are old and the fence are broken. So we can guess that they are poor. Next. And if you walk a little more, we can see a complete different environment. Look at the red house. The house is big and clean. Unlike the house that our group showed me earlier, they are new and cool. Also, look at the car. The car is relatively expensive. So this shows that their income high and well off. So there are many two-story house around 5,500. Next. We can see many things through the park on the 9th Street. The park here is different from the park on 11th Street Avenue. Basically, parks are built where many people live. In the second picture, the house is big and there is a bicycle. We can see that they are a family that lives with children. If you look at other picture, we can see the wheelchair. This picture shows that many families live together, just like the previous picture. So we can see that many families live together in this town. Next. Finally, look at the 8th Street. It's a little different from the house we saw before. It's nice, but a little smaller and relatively old. This type of house is used by one or two people, not by family. It is usually assumed that couple and the university students will live a lot. So it's similar to our CCA. So although house price is expensive, their income is good and they can afford it. Next. So compare of 98th Street and 8th to 11th Street, Houses on 98th Street are relatively old and cheap. In fact, the price of house is $400 to $450. But houses on 11th to 9th Streets are relatively new and good. The price here is between $550 to $600. There is not much difference. So we can assume that houses on 11 to 9 are higher income than the 98 streets. So that's all.
Okay, and please look at these pictures. I thought that 98th Street area is poorer than A to 11th area from viewpoint of price in website before we summary this. However, it is wrong. In the first part of 98th Street, we found some pretty clean and big houses more than from 8 to 11th streets. Houses like it. Okay, next.
So
Next.
thank you for watching our presentation, and our presentation is not 100% accurate, but we investigated as hard as we could and knew a lot. Thank you.
Thank you.